got enemy fighters in sight. They're all armed, maneuvering on your position. We'll be setting up for an engagement.
In 2001, the first weaponized Predator drones armed with Hellfire missiles flew into Afghanistan.
Hawk 10, verify this a full stop.
Since, they've been used in thousands of targeted killings and have become invaluable weapons of war for the U.S. military.
Simply put, these strikes have saved lives.
But their increasingly prevalent use hasn't been without controversy. The idea that the remote piloting of an unmanned aircraft is like a game has set up a scary precedent, one that's being exacerbated by the military's insistence on recruiting gamers.
Turns out, you parents of video gamers have it all wrong. Playing these games doesn't waste time, it builds careers in the U.S. military.
The discrepancy between sitting on a couch and using a controller to play Call of Duty and being in a real war zone carrying 30 pounds of kit and a real gun is obvious. But it's not so obvious when it comes to drone piloting. As games become more realistic and politically charged, the military sees a lot of value in spending hours honing reaction times and target acquisition responses. There's no question those are important skill sets for a drone pilot, but considering the environment most games come from, a world where war is glamorized, killing sprees are marks of achievement, and death is a distant, inconsequential occurrence, unleashing that mentality into a real operational area where real innocent lives are at stake seems to be quite an oversight.
Imagine this, killing more than 1,500 enemies in war without ever stepping foot on the battlefield. That was Brandon Bryant's life.
In 2013, Brandon Bryant made headlines after speaking out about the inner torment he suffers from having served as a drone operator. Between 2007 and 2011, his squadron was credited with 1,626 kills, all carried out a half a world away from inside a remote military base in the Nevada desert.
I mean, you yourself saw your missile obliterate what you were pretty convinced was a child.
Yes.
Bryant wasn't recruited as a gamer, he was an Air Force imagery analyst. But his PTSD speaks to the grim brutality of war, no matter how distant it may be. And pulling from a pool of trigger-happy gamers is setting up the military for one of two consequences. Either quickly traumatized pilots hit with a reality that's radically different from the world of video games, or a fleet of desensitized controllers playing war like it's a game.